we'll have more people joining us. But Maria, if you, we are recording, so if you want to get started, I will introduce myself. I'm Vicki Perry. I'm the Executive Director of Surreal. And we have Maria Runyon and Michelle, is it Suke? How do you say?
Yes.
Okay. And with LegalZoom, and they are affiliate members of Surreal. And I'm sure Maria is going to fill us in a little bit more on who they are. And so Maria, take it away.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking your lunchtime to spend with me. Just to share a little bit about LegalShield and ID Shield and what we do. We only have an hour, so I put together some objectives for us today. I want to share who we are, the benefits, why you need it to protect yourself in the business. We have a Surreal LegalShield enrollment site that I would like to share with you. I have an enrollment incentive. We'll have Q&A. There will also be a recording of today's presentation, and we have additional flyers and information that will be sent with the recording. So I am a senior director with LegalShield. I've been with the company for over 8 years, and I've enrolled hundreds of members. My retention rate is 90% or more. And what that means is my clients, 90% or more of them, keep it and use the membership. My background, I'm an insurance agent for over 25 years. And when I was introduced to LegalShield, not only was it a no-brainer for myself and my family, but I was very acutely aware as how my insurance clients, had they had this service, it would have made a large difference in their life. Being taken advantage of, signing contracts and documents, not having estate planning, being a victim of identity theft, and simply not knowing the rights. So who is LegalShield? We're over 50 years old. We're established in 1972. There's actually a story behind that. Harlan Stonecipher, involved in a car accident, lost everything, understood that he had car insurance, house insurance, and did not have anything to protect his legal rights. So we're over 50 years old. We protect over 4 million lives. We have over 1 million ID Shield members. 140,000 small business owners use our services to protect their businesses. 34,000 companies offer our services as a voluntary employee benefit. And we have law firms in all 50 states, provinces of Canada, and now in the United Kingdom. So who are we? Why are we so affordable? How do we make this work? We have top law firms in every state. So it's not Joe Blow lawyer. These are top AV rated law firms that are paid 1/3 of every member dollar up front. So collectively, what that means is we are the law firm's #1 customer. They have service standards that they have to abide by. The Indiana, Illinois law firm are paid over $400,000 up front every month. California, Texas, I believe it's like 1.5 million. So whether or not we are calling the law firm or not, they are still being paid. And what that means is it's no longer how I can bill you, it's how I can help you. So have you ever signed a contract or a document you didn't understand? Have you had a landlord-tenant issue? Have you been overcharged unfairly? Been concerned about your child's identity? Been a victim of identity theft? Had a real estate transaction? Needed your will prepared or updated? So our services, we begin with unlimited consultation. And I want to point out that my law firm is always with me. It's in the palm of my hand. So unlimited consultation, that just means LegalShield gives you the ability to get personal legal advice on unlimited issues. You can pick up the phone as many times a day as you want, call your law firm, ask any question. If the law firm determines, if your attorney determines that making a letter, sending a letter or making a phone call on your behalf, that's what they're going to do. And I have an example. I have a member, he was reviewing his cell phone bill and he found a $25 cost that he had not seen before. It was for a line that he didn't have and he didn't want. So he called AT&T and he pointed it out, and the service rep said, I see that, that's fine, we're going to take it off, no problem. And the guy noticed that that cost had been on his bill for over 90 months. So he asked the rep, he said, what about the past 90 months? And the rep said, well, you know, it's not our job to audit your bill. So the guy said, let me talk to your supervisor. The supervisor said the same thing. So this member, he called his law firm. The law firm wrote a motivational letter to AT&T. On the next statement, the fella had a $2,473 credit on his bill. So that is the power of Legalshield. We'll review your contracts and documents before you sign them, or even if it's something that you have signed and you don't understand, like maybe an insurance document. IRS audit, would you like to be in front of the IRS with a shoebox or with an attorney? Civil trial defense, we are in a very litigious society. We have civil trial defense hours that add on every year that we're with the company. After 90 days, uncontested divorce, adoption, separation, and name change are also included. And I want to point out that my daughter and her husband recently purchased a home. They were on the phone with the law firm during the whole procedure. After they were wed, he changed his name to ours. So he used the name change, which is something that's very unusual, but that's what he did. Document upload, again, you have, wherever you have your phone, you have your law firm. You can upload your documents and take care of business. Traffic ticket assistance, this works. I've tried it twice. So should you get a ticket, you take a picture with your phone. It goes directly to your law firm. So in my situation, I live in Indiana. My first ticket was in Illinois. So my ticket went to the Indiana law firm. They referred it to the Illinois law firm. An attorney met me in court in Markham, Illinois. I was in, out, no fines, no points, no court costs. My second ticket a couple years later was in Southern Indiana. In that particular situation, I received a fine. So every state, every jurisdiction is different, but it's not about the cost of the ticket. It's what happens to your car insurance. And if any of you have teenage drivers, you really need to think about this. Emergency access. We are a very transient society. You could be in Vegas, you could be in California, it could be Christmas, New Year's, Sunday. If something happens, you have access. Wherever you have your law firm, you have access. And on the phone app, as it shows you, all I have to do is, let's see where it goes. Tap the app. Everything is right there. Will preparation. I know from the insurance industry that 70% of families do not have a will, either because of cost or they do not understand the consequences of not having a will. So with our services, the member, the spouse, or significant other each get a will, living will, healthcare directive and updated every year. This is a $1,500 benefit from day one. And if any of you have children that are 18 and up, they absolutely need a healthcare power of attorney. Just because you are paying for them to go to college, if they end up in the hospital, as an 18-year-old, they are considered adults. And because of HIPAA, you have no access to their records. The other point is, even if you are a young individual, you need to get a will. I have another story where a mother, a young lady, when she was pregnant, her husband left her. So her son never knew his father, ever. The guy was never in his life. The mother sacrificed everything. When the boy was in college, he was riding his bike to class, and I'm sorry to say that he was in an accident with a Coke truck. His estate was awarded a very large sum of money, and guess who came out of the woodwork and received half? The father, who was never in his life. So these are things to think about, and absolutely need a will. Okay, anything that is not covered at 100%, we also have a 25% discount. So everything that I've talked about before is covered at 20%. And these are some of the things that are not. So in fact, everything is covered either at 100% or 25% discount. The plan that I just talked about covers your family at home. And now for Surreal members or people that have businesses from home, we also have the home business supplement. And so this covers basically the same things, but it covers your business needs. So now you can be proactive both as a business owner and as a family member because you have your law firm right there. You can make better decisions. Who's covered? The member spouse, never married dependent children under age 26 living at home, dependent children under the age of 18, physically or mentally disabled children living at home. So all of these family members are covered under the plan. So which would you choose? Attorneys are $350 and up. Would you like an attorney at $300 an hour? Or for the same cost have coverage for over a year? And I tell everyone, this is a mindset. I call the law firm so many times, I know the names of the attorney and I'm not a criminal. It's you have to, like, I don't know, call the law firm. I don't know, call the law firm. You know, just call and ask the questions. You don't have to Google it, just call the law firm. And with COVID, our law firms are prepared to answer your questions. The laws change locally, state, and nationally on a daily basis, and we are prepared to help. Okay, now we move into identity theft. In 2003, we didn't even know the word breach. Now, every other day, we have another hack, another breach. Yahoo, Equifax, TJ Maxx, it moves on and on. Identity thieves, they don't want your money, they want your name so they could do illegal activities and you pay the price. Some of the consequences of identity theft could be bankruptcy. Children are being very, very hard hit because they have a clean slate. They can turn 18 and find out that they're bankrupt or they own several homes. For those of us that have a professional license, we have a Legalshield associate in California. She was denied her real estate license renew because of identity theft. It cost her over $20,000 in 3 months to be able to get her license renewed. Because of that fact, she became a Legalshield associate. Medical identity theft is huge. A lot of people do not have medical insurance. So should they use your records? You go in the emergency room and you are given the wrong blood type or given drugs that you are allergic to, it can be very, very serious. You can have a criminal record, a bench warrant. If you are good on YouTube, I always share this story. If you go to YouTube and you type in Beau Carlisle, B-E-A-U Carlisle, it says 300 people used one man's identity. So this story is Beau Carlisle was at home in Texas during the holidays. He got pulled over by a police officer that he knew because he had a taillight out. So the police officer was just going to run his license and let him go. When he came back, he found that Beau Carlisle had 82 misdemeanors and 47 felonies in 5 states. His Social Security driver's license, let me back up. His wallet was stolen out of his glove box like a year before. So during that time, his information was sold in a flea market. Over 300 people bought his information. But because of the fact that he was a Legalshield member, he called his Legalshield law firm in Texas. They contacted the law firms in the other 5 states, and within a few weeks, he was cleared. But it's very, very interesting because with all those hacks and breaches, your stuff is online and in the dark web, and it's for sale. COVID-19, identity theft has not stopped. Other things have increased. It is not going away. These are just some of the few things that have really gone up during COVID. So ID Shield, that is our identity theft protection plan. We are award-winning by multiple companies. We monitor all that matters. So what happens is when I activated my account, I had to put in all my personal information, my driver's license, social number, passports, credit cards, email addresses, phone numbers, everything. If something is going on, we do a 350 million search of public records and things that I could never get into. If I have an alert, I get it both on my cell phone and my email. And I say, was this me? Or if it was not me. If it was not me, I am in touch with a licensed private investigator. We do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. And as a matter of fact, in the last 2 months, I was hit twice for financial fraud. The first time was on PayPal. $300 times 3 was taken and put into a PayPal push card. This happened, I found it on a Friday night. I was freaked. And the second time it happened, and I hate to say it was using White Castle. Within 24 hours, my credit card was hit for Uber Eats card. So in this situation, first I called the law firm. They had me file a police report. I then contacted ID Shield. I was on the phone with a very nice private licensed investigator. I signed a 1-page limited power of attorney, giving him permission to act on my behalf. He contacted all 3 credit bureaus, and he reviewed everything to make sure that I didn't have anything nefarious and that he is watching everything. Had I not had this, on average, someone that's hit with identity theft, it costs over 600 hours and over $2,000. And we're talking 9 to 5 hours. So you could be at work, you might have to take time off work, and you will never get out of it by yourself. We are the only company to offer restoration. Most companies offer what's called resolution, which is a do-it-yourself kit. And who's covered on ID Shield? At the individual, on the family plan, the member spouse, and up to 10 dependent children under the age of 18. If they are 18 or up, they are considered an adult and must get their own plan. So final thing is all of our members, which is really nice. We have, in addition to that, we have something called member perks. This is discounts with over 500 companies of things that you use every day. The average savings is over $50 a month. And again, all I have to do is take my phone app. I go to member perks. I type in what I'm looking for, and they'll show you all the places within my area that have any kind of discounts. We've had people save on cars, Skechers, car parts, all kinds of things. And the cost for these plans, we've got bundled prices for you. For the Legal Shield family plan with our identity theft with the home business supplement, it's $67.85 a month. On the individual side, it's $53.85 a month bundled, or you can get them individually. So we also, I have an enrollment incentive. If you enroll by midnight tonight, I'm going to enter your name in a drawing for a $50 Amazon gift card. If you see the site at the top of your screen, the Legal Shield Info Surreal Club, this is a specific enrollment site just for Surreal members. Hang on a second, I want to take you there, and then I'm going to get your questions. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see, did I lose it? I think I lost it, Michelle. How do I get back there? Stop share.
Yeah, stop share and then go to your get to your Firefox.
Yeah, I can't get it from here. Do I close this?
No, you shrink it.
Okay, hang on a second. Shrink this. Hang on a second. Sorry, can everyone still see me?
Yeah, we can hear you and see you.
Okay. All right. So the Surreal Legal Shield enrollment site, there's further information on there.
Maria, we don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it. Okay. So how can I get it real quick, Michelle?
Okay, you can, here. I have it up for you.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
So can everyone see this then, Michelle?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a Surreal Legalshield specific enrollment site. You really need to take your time and play in here. Go to home, how it works, our plans, but go to signing up, Michelle. This is where you want to enroll, and I want to show you something, or Michelle will show it for me. And I apologize. So you want to pick a language, you want to pick a state. So let's go to Indiana. Okay, so you click on Indiana, select, and then click on select your legal plan. So it shows the cost of the legal plan here, but we have additional plans that are available for you. Anyone that has a concealed carry license, we have a gun owners, we have the home business supplement, we have the ID shield. Anyone that does Uber or Lyft, we have a ride share, and we have additional trial defense. But Michelle, click on open for details underneath the plan details. Okay, if we open there, and where the arrow is on the top of the page, right there, you can find additional information on each of the plans, the home business supplement, the gun owners, the trial defense. So you can get everything that you need to know about those plans and find out if they are right for you. So again, this is the enrollment site. Any of you Surreal members, you enroll on here. Anyone that enrolls by tonight midnight, you're going to be entered in the drawing for a $50 Amazon gift card. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Who is you?
This is Richard Greenfield with Keller Williams.
Hi, Richard.
And I just joined Surreal, so I'm new. This is my first webinar.
Yay.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Since I'm underneath the umbrella of Keller Williams and my broker, I'm an associate broker, would I need the business plan, home business supplement?
Do you do other business? I would recommend you probably have other contracts and things that you do on your own that you might need advice or consultation on.
Not yet. That may be coming in a year or two, but it's not there yet.
You could always add. You start with the family plan, and then if other needs arise, you could add whatever it is that you need.
Okay.
I would take a look, like what we just showed on the screen. Go to the home business supplement and take a look at exactly what's covered on it, and then you decide.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does. I just don't know what my company, who has the most exposure, me or my company. But
Well, your company is going to protect the company, right?
Well, we all have individual errors and omissions policies.
Yeah, as an insurance agent, I still hold my license, and I do also, but I still ask for advice all the time and have contracts looked at.
And there's something else too, Richard, on the home business supplement. Remember in the presentation, Maria talked about we have IRS audit protection. So the family plan gives you IRS protection on your personal tax return. But by adding the home business supplement, now your income is also includes 1099 income and stuff like that. So it's a Schedule C or a Schedule E that you will file at the end of the year. So with the home business supplement, you have coverage for your business taxes as well. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Right now, I don't generate income outside of Keller, but I will be.
Yeah. So
when y'all show me how to invest in property.
That's why you're in a good place with Surreal, right?
Yeah. Should have joined you guys a long time ago.
So have you been in the real estate industry long, or you just joined?
Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry you asked. I have to admit, I started 4 days after my 18th birthday. Look at my face, and I should tell you that was when dinosaurs roamed the earth in 1977. And then I became a broker in 78. And then I went into an entirely different industry for quite some time. And I said, oh, I don't need my broker's license. And then pastor at my church said, hey, why don't you go on these week-long mission trips? And I said, because my employer won't let me. And I thought, I need to go back into real estate. So of all times I did that, it was just right before everything exploded. So I relicensed in 2006, went along for about a year, then everything went boom.
2008.
And so I survived all that. And so I became partial owner of a company, an independent company. And so then I joined Keller Williams about maybe, it'll be 2 years this March.
Very good.
And Keller Williams is an entirely different mindset. And, you know, one of the things they ask you is, what are you going to do if you can't sell it? So they want you to get, find forms of passive income and to own property and things like that. So I'm just dovetailing on that. And I joined Surreal.
You're in a good place. Vicki Perry is outstanding.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
You went through those slides, Maria, like a pro. It's not even 9:30. It's not even 12:30.
Is it really? Yeah. Well, Legalshield, like I mentioned, I would drop everything else before I drop Legalshield. It becomes just like it's part of my life, and it's the same thing for my daughter and her husband. You know, I don't know, pick up the law firm. I don't understand this, call the law firm. You know, it's just everything, having that available to you, like being like Oprah. You know, the legal industry is no longer is available for the common man. We've made that possible. And again, these are top law firms. We have a whole law firm. We had a situation, it was a lady, she joined the membership for a will. And not too long, her husband was sick with cancer and he did not have a will. So she joined. I helped her to get her will done very, very quickly. He passed not too far after. When he passed, they had a property in another state that was going through probate. So the son went, I think it was in New Mexico. So her son went to New Mexico and the law firm in New Mexico then helped her with that probate. So again, we have law firms across the United States, and this is something that I would not live without, honestly.
I do have another question, Maria. I'm looking at your extras. What is define 3-bureau family or 3-bureau individual?
Okay, so on the individual plan, we have a 1 bureau, and which credit bureau is that? TransUnion?
Oh,
Sean?
I see. I got you.
Yeah, we have a family plan and we have an individual plan. Okay, and the 3 bureaus are obviously Union, Experian, and Equifax.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and regarding what happened with me, I learned I immediately went to the 3 bureau because I've seen so many situations where people's lives were just turned upside down by identity theft, and it's not anything to play with. Had I not had this just for the financial fraud, I would have been in a pickle. I was so freaked, and having this peace of mind, knowing that I'm okay and I have somebody watching me, makes all the difference. I would not be able to dig out by myself.
Michelle or Maria, there's another question I have for you too, and maybe this may be for a different time, and I'll be more than happy to give you my contact information. But I'm creating an after you close care package, and I think this would be an awesome thing to bring to the attention of my clients once after they've closed and they move into their new house. There are so many, especially when it comes to ID theft, because your personal information has been spread out everywhere during the process of getting a loan.
You get it. There is another, if you're good on YouTube, there's one more video that I share with everyone. If you type in medical identity theft, what is his name? Morgan Wright, Fox News. Morgan Wright is a cybersecurity analyst. He's being interviewed by Fox News on medical identity theft, and he's talking about how people are walking around with unencrypted information. And then he talks about on how on the deep web, on how our stuff, and the deep web is where guns and drugs and everything is being sold. He talks about how our driver's license and social numbers are being sold for $1 here, $1 here, $1 here. But on the medical information, all our personal identifiers are in one place. So our medical information is being sold for like $10, $20. And he's talking about the consequences on this. And then he also mentions he has ID Shield. As a cybersecurity analyst, he has ID Shield and why he has it. So, you know, you could go on YouTube and find all kinds of stories on people that have lost everything with identity theft. This is
And
really
if I may add, Richard, you're talking about, you know, the post life of your new homeowners, right? Well, during the course of their, you know, their new purchase, they will have remodeling, or they will put new carpets, and they will put, you know, all kinds of stuff. Now they have the ability, and you know, like I do, that there is so many people that have bad intention, unfortunately, and in the contract, you know, in the remodeling and stuff like that. So having a contract reviewed can be very, very, very powerful. And yes, identity theft, but also, you know, all those little questions that, you know, people don't even think about having their own owner's insurance reviewed, because they trust their agent, but, you know, sometimes the eyes of an attorney on your insurance will bring other questions that you have never thought about, you know, talking with your insurance agent. So you know, Maria said she's been using it over and over and over, and I've been a member since, well, my husband has actually been a member since 1998. And I got married with him in 2003, so I became a member in 2003 by default, and we just use the membership for the small stuff and for the big stuff, because we have access. So
any other question? And Richard, you could also call me or email me, you know, me or Michelle, or anyone that's on this call, you know, for other questions. But you're going to find a lot of the details and the contracts on this Surreal Legal Shield info enrollment site.
Maria, how do I look up your information?
It's on the screen.
No, Michelle, will you? Yeah, Michelle, there you go.
Okay, there she is.
Hi, Michelle.
And then, Maria, you have to reshare your screen so we can see your information.
Okay, share.
And by the way, there's a typo in the website. In the web. Oh, yeah, go to the last. Yeah.
There it is. Can you see that, Richard?
Here we are.
So that's the info enrollment
gotcha.
site, and then that's also my contact information.
A little
Yeah,
screenshot there, right, and bringing it in.
Yeah. And again, this call is recorded, so with the recording, we have additional flyers and information sheets on the services, on COVID, and on a lot of other questions that are coming up in these uncertain times. The law firms are prepared and ready to help.
So Angela will be editing this, and then that will come to everyone who registered in the next couple of days with the attachments that Maria just mentioned.
Awesome.
So with that being said, if we have no more questions, thank you, Maria. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone, for getting on the call. And we'll see y'all. Don't forget, next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday is the main meeting, and it's going to be a live auction at the building. We'll be doing it in person as well as on Zoom. And then the following Tuesday, we actually have the Attorney General of Indiana will be our speaker at the March 9th meeting. And again, these are in person as well as on Zoom. So thank you, everyone. And thanks again, Maria.
Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Richard. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.